that help the main verb. They express something. Each one of these modal verbs expresses something. For example, I have here will. It expresses something. You are sure that you will do it in the future. So will expresses something you will do in the future. You will be sure that you will do this thing for that you will use will when you are sure that you are going to do this thing or this action in the future. So if you are sure or if you are certain of doing something, so you will use will. And want. Again, if you are sure that you will not do something in the future, so you will use want. If you are certain that you will not do something in the future, so you will use want. And both modal verbs are followed by V1. And of course, you remember that V1 is the verb without adding anything. It is the infinitive form. So here, V1 is the verb without S, without ed, and without ing. Let's see here together examples using will and want. Let's read them together. I will visit my uncle tomorrow. I am sure that I'm going to visit my uncle tomorrow. So I use will because I am sure that I will visit my uncle tomorrow. Number 2, I am sure he will win the match. He is clever. He is very clever. He is professional. He is good at playing any sport, for example. So he will win the match. So I'm sure he will win the match. So when you are sure of something in the future, you will use will. The final exam will be next month. Of course, this is a fact. So I'm sure it is a fact. So here the final exam will be. It is an exact time next month. So this is about exam. The final exam will be. Children won't go to school on Friday. Of course, children, I'm sure that children will not go to school on Friday because it is a holiday. This is our weekend. So here, children won't go to school on Friday. The last one, it is sunny. We won't stay at home. We will go to the park. So here, I am sure that we will not stay at home because it is sunny. The weather is very sunny and it's very nice. So we will go to the park. So this is something I am sure of. This is something I am sure of. So when you are sure of something or when you are sure of doing something in the future, you will use will or want. Let's see the other modal verb. It's might. Might. Might when you are talking about something you are not sure about. It is something I am not sure of. So it expresses probability. Okay, so I am not sure. I am not sure. Let's see the examples together here. It is cloudy. It might rain. Are you sure that it will rain? No. It is cloudy. It might rain and it might not rain. So I'm not sure of it. So it is cloudy. It might rain. I am not sure. They might travel to Dubai. I don't know. Because I don't know, I use might. If I'm sure of it, if I'm sure that they will travel to Dubai, I will use will. They will travel to Dubai, but I am not sure. I don't know. So they might. He didn't study well. He might get low marks. He didn't study well. He might get low marks. I am not sure because he can get high marks because he knew something more than the others. So, although he didn't study well, or because he didn't study well, so he might get low marks? It's not for sure. So I'm not sure that he might get low marks or high marks. So he might. I use the expression or the modal verb might. I use the modal verb might because I'm not sure of it. He might get low marks. It is windy. It might be a dust storm. Are you sure that it will be a dust storm? No, I'm not sure. But it is windy, so I expect that it might be a dust storm. Okay, so here it's windy, it might be a dust storm. So I use might when I'm not sure of something. If I am sure of something, I will use will. If I'm not sure of it, so I will use might. Let's see the last modal verb. It is could. Could expresses probability again, and it means that I'm not sure of doing something or of anything. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's see the examples together. This story could be true. Who knows? Who knows? Do you know? Or are you sure? No, I don't know. Who knows? So I'm not sure. So this story could be true. I cannot use will. I can use could. Why? Because I'm not sure. Who knows? No one knows that this story could be true or not. Number 2, they could travel to Dubai. I am not sure. This is exactly an expression that means that we should use could. I am not sure. So if you are not sure, you will use could. They could travel to Dubai. I'm not sure of it. He could buy a car if he had money. So he could buy a car if he had money. If he had money, he could buy a car, but we are not sure of it. It could rain heavily. The sky is full of black clouds. The sky is full of black clouds, so I think or I expect that it could rain heavily. I am not sure of it, but I just expect to rain. So it could rain heavily. So the sky is full of black clouds and I think that it could rain heavily. So I'm not sure of it. So when I'm not sure of something, I will use the modal verb could or might. But if I am sure of something, I will use the modal verb will or want. Again, will, when you are sure of doing something in the future, you will use will. Want, if you are sure of not doing something in the future, you will use want. Might, if you are not sure of something, so you will use might. And might, in most cases, come with weather. It might rain, it might be cloudy, it might be windy, it might be a dust storm, it might be a snowstorm. So here, might expresses probability. And when you are not sure of something, you will use the modal verb might. And again, could expresses probability. And if you are not sure of doing something, you will use could. All these four modal verbs are followed by V1. V1. So here, will is followed by V1. Want is followed by V1. Might is followed by V1. And could is followed by V1. Let's see the exercise together and see how can we choose the correct modal verb and how can we choose the verb after these modal verbs. Let's answer together this exercise to see where can we put will and want, might and could. Number 1, Mr. Ali what give us a prize because we win the match. Mr. Ali, of course, will. Why? Because Mr. Ali wants to give us a prize because we win the match. So here, will. Why? Because I'm sure that he will give us a prize because we won the match. So, Mr. Ali, what will? Very good. Number 2. They what be tired. They slept all day. They will be tired. They slept all day. Or they won't be tired. They slept all day. They won't be tired? Of course not. They might be tired. They slept all day. Or they could be tired. They slept all day. I am not sure. They could. Maybe. So they could be tired. They slept all day. They could. Number 3. It what be a snowstorm. It is snowy. It will be a snowstorm. I am not sure. It is snowy, but I'm not sure if it will be a snowstorm or not. So here it might be a snowstorm. Why? Because it is snowy. So it is maybe, or it may be snowy. So here I am not sure if it will be a snowstorm or not. So here it might be a snowstorm. It is snowy. Might. And number 4, we what go out today? It is rainy. We will go out today, it's rainy. Or we won't go out today, it's rainy. Or we might go out today, it's rainy. Or we could go out today, it's rainy. Because it's rainy, we won't. Very good. So I am sure that we will not go out today because it's rainy. It's rainy. Let's see exercise 2 and see how can I correct the verb after will, could, and might. How can I choose the correct verb after these modal verbs? Let's see together. He will what his sick friend tomorrow. I use will because he is sure that he will go to see his sick friend tomorrow. So here I will choose visits or visit or visiting. When I see will or any one of these modal verbs, I will choose V1. Why? Because will is followed by V1. So I will choose visit. Why? Because will is a modal verb and it is followed by V1. I cannot choose visits. I cannot choose visiting. I just choose V1 after the modal verb will. Why? Because will is followed by V1. What is V1? V1 is the verb without S and without ing and without ed. It is the infinitive, the verb without anything. Number 2, they could what back today? I am not sure. I use could because I am not sure. If I am sure, so I say they will. But I am not sure, so I will say they could. Okay, they could what coming or comes or come back today? I am not sure. After could, this is a modal verb. So this modal verb is followed by V1. So they could what? Where is V1 here? V1 is the verb without ing and without s. V1 here. So they could come back today. I am not sure. So they could come. They could come. He will visit. He will visit. Number 3, Ali is absent. He might ill. He might is, or he might be, or he might was. Of course, I use might because I'm not sure if he is ill or not. He is absent, but I'm not sure if he is ill or not. So I use might. And after might, this is a modal verb. And this modal verb is followed by infinitive. Where is V1 of verb to be? Is? No, with he, she, and it. Was is in the past. The infinitive is be. So here I will use be. So Ali is absent, he might be ill. Again, he will visit his sick friend tomorrow. Number 2, they could come back today, I am not sure. Number 3, Ali is absent, he might be ill. Will is followed by V1. Could is followed by V1. Might is followed by V1. So again, you know from this video that if you see here will or want or might or could, all these modal verbs are followed by V1. If you are sure of something in the future, you will choose will, because if you are sure or certain, you will use will. If you are sure that there will not be something, so you will choose want. And if you are not sure of doing something, you will use might. And if you are not sure of doing something, you will use could. Thank you.